The great season of fights continues. Mayhem in June. And July doesn't just belong to David Haye. Oh no, July the 9th at the XL in Docklands. It's Kevin Mitchell of the East End against John Murray of Manchester. It will be special. It will sell out. It's been over a year since Mitchell tasted defeat against Michael Katsidis, but he feels the matchup with John Murray will bring the best out of him again. Now the man with a microphone is, of course, Ollie Jeremy Paxman Chase.
You know, I had a long time out with a Prescott fight. Jumped straight back into the top level against him and fought him. And yes, it's a fight that's going to see the best in Kevin Mitchell. You're going to see the best of me over these next 6 years. You're going to see me just rip up the scene. Watch.
Do you feel like you're fully over the Katsidis fight? You've had a few problems away from the ring as well. Are you back where you need to be, thinking about fighting and nothing else?
I'm back happy. That's where you need to be, back happy. As long as you're back happy, you train happy and you fight happy, you know. Obviously before that fight a lot of stress was happening, but it's all been dealt with and we're going ahead with this fight here now, and it's all perfect. I'm training really well, I'm in really good shape now, and I want to get in there and win this fight and go on from there.
And you seem quite civil to each other, which is pretty rare in the boxing game. To see you two in the press conference there, you were being reasonably nice.
Yeah, so the thing is, you can get up there, men don't get up there, and we go, right, we hate each other, for this. But then they speak. And John's one of my own. He's one of my own sort of person. Do you know what I mean? He's the same. We'll sort that gaff out anyway. Either way, we'll set it out, and we'll get in and have the biggest. I reckon we'll win the fights of the year. You can tell it's got to run over it, but it's going to be one of the fights of the year. That's why me and John are. You know, we're gentlemen that can fight, and that's what we're going to do. We'll get in and we'll fight, and you'll see that night there will be fireworks and bombs going off.
You're coming off the back of the Groves v DeGale on Saturday night. I mean, do you think this will be in that kind of category?
Yeah, it'll be bigger than that. It'll be bigger than that. I think, you know, that sort of fight, Groves and DeGale was a big night, but this fight is going to be big. It's going to be a bigger fight. It'll be a lot more of an explosive fight, I can imagine. You can tell it is. It's going to be a lot more explosive than that fight. But me and him, we don't have to badmouth each other. We know we're men. We're this and that talk. You can both say you're going to do this, do that. Really, get in there and do it. That's what me and John are about. We get in there and we do it. You've seen us both fight, both our careers. I've had 24 knockouts in my career. So I think it's going to be the 25th one.
And do you think that this will be one that will catch the sort of imagination of boxing fans? Do you think they'll be turning up in droves to see this one?
Yeah, it's already turned up. They'll turn up to my mum's house. I have like cards over there, so I put outside my mum's house on the Sunday after the fight, after me run, and I had like 3 cars parked up. We don't know, Kev was just knocking for tickets. I went, well, you have to book them first. And I went, oh, sorry, Kev, didn't mean to upset you. Wait your mum up. And I said, no, I've just done me run. Book your tickets in and let me know what you need. And I'll write them down in the book. My mum will wake up and she'll sort them out for you. So this definitely does sell out itself.
And what do you make of John Murray as a fighter as well? What do you know of him?
Very, very good, very strong, aggressive. Got a lot of good things about him. He's got a few negatives. And I'll capitalise on the negatives and I'll find his chin.
And you saw him at York Hall as well. What did you make of him there?
I make him there. I think he had an off night. I think he'd been out a while. Had him in boxing for a long time. And he got the winning, you know. He got the winning. He was getting it a little bit too often for my liking, and I suppose for his own liking as well. But on the night, you're going to see a different John Murray on that night, and I know it, so that's why I'm preparing for it. And that's what it's about, being prepared for the right thing.
Where do you hope a win will take you after Murray?
I'm hoping it'll take me to Katsidis. It'll be a big dust down again with Katsidis, and it'll take me to a world title shot. You
still think you still want to kind of right a wrong then when you fight Katsidis again?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, when you're a man, if you're a bloke like me, you're not scared enough. I'm fearless. You can't fear me out in any other way. So that sort of fight, losing like that night there, if I'd lose to a better man, I'd still want to fight him. I'd still want to have a go again. But I lost to myself there. I didn't train myself properly. Didn't get myself right. Jimmy and Mark had me doing everything perfect in the gym. I just couldn't get round to it. I couldn't get myself round. Couldn't get me head round it. What I was doing, and obviously it weren't right. So, but just get the rematch with him, and we'll settle that one.
And what have you changed about? What have you learned from the training that you had for the Katsidis for this fight? What are you going to change?
Be happy. Literally, that is it. Be happy. Don't have no stresses in your way. Don't have no negativity around you. Don't have no stress. Don't have no pressures. And live clean and live happily. And that's what I'm doing.